Good evening and welcome. Sorry for the interruption in broadcast. We are talking about changing the mindset of Africa. And I was talking about how if I have capital, a 2 kwacha, a 5 kwacha, a 5 kwacha, a 10, and 100. And if I offered many Africans 100 kwacha, they'll take it. If I gave an African, a Zambian in particular, 100 kwacha, they will gladly take the 100 kwacha. But if I gave a Zambian a 2 kwacha, they will refuse this 2 kwacha. In fact, if they get this 2 kwacha, they might even squeeze it and throw it away or curse me or insult me because I've given them a 2 kwacha. But in life, we must grow our 2 kwachas to 5, 10 until we get 100. By the way, if I gave you 100 kwacha once a month, many of you will take it. What if I gave you 2 kwacha 3 times per day, every day? Which one would you take? 100 kwacha once a month or 2 kwacha 3 times per day for 30 days? Which one would you take? Many of you would say, give me 100 kwacha once per month. 100 kwacha once a month will give you 100 kwacha. This one 3 times a day will give you 6 kwacha. 6 kwacha times 10 days is 60 kwacha. Times another 10 days is 120 kwacha. Times another 10 days, it's 180 kwacha. The thinking we are talking about on our page is that 100 kwacha once a month sounds and looks good, but 2 kwacha 3 times per day for 30 days is 1 and nearly 2 times this, less than 20 kwacha. That process of getting a 2 kwacha twice or 3 times per day is what we call cash flow. So if you can find yourself in a space where you are handling 2 kwachas multiple times in a day, then you are on your way to success and to wealth. When we went to school, we were taught how much we make per month. That's what we were taught. We were not taught how to make money per hour or how to get paid 3 times in a day. Some of you will say, no, I don't have time to be taking a 2 kwacha. Some of you will argue and say to me, no, but if you are giving me 2 kwacha 3 times a day, now I need to find transport to follow you. Now where will, like yesterday when I talked about the 1,000 kwacha per month, a lot of people just went south with that conversation. And I can understand. Sometimes mathematics is not an easy subject. And what makes it worse is comprehension can be a very difficult subject. I can understand that. But here is part of what we meant, because some of you may not get the audio tomorrow. If a person is seated at home, currently seated at home, earning 0, they have no salary. They are at home. Wherever they are, they could be in prison. They could be in prison. They could be dependents. There are men who are heads of households, but they earn 0. Many of you asked me yesterday, you said, but where will the transport money come from? You asked me that question. The question that I ask you is, where does that person currently get his transport money? Some of you said, Mubita, where will the food come from? My question is, where is he currently getting food? Because currently he's at what? 0. So let us imagine he got a job to work at a car wash, and his salary is 1,000 kwacha. At the moment, he is at 0. But this car wash pays him 2 kwacha per car that he washes as commission, as an example. There could be many scenarios to this situation. It pays him 2 kwacha per car for every car that he washes. And on average, this man will wash 3 cars. Remember, he's already on a basic salary of 1,000 kwacha. As an example, now he has to wash 3 cars. Now, many of you have never worked, have never done restaurant work, for example, car wash, or any service-based work. My family and I went for lunch 3 weeks ago at a very nice hotel. The waiter who served us, I didn't ask him his salary, but for the tip, I gave him 180 kwacha. For a tip, is 180 kwacha. That's the tip I gave him. I won't tell you how much the bill of the meal is, but the tip was 180 kwacha, which means that this waiter, if his salary is 1,000 kwacha, he has the potential to earn more than 1,000 kwacha simply by being nicer to customers, by providing extra service to customers. It gives him a tip of 180 kwacha minimum. Of course, there will be customers who will stand him up, who will leave without tipping him. But there is what we call the law of averages. How much money are you making per customer? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 notes in my hands. And the total here is 110, 20, 25, 130. I have 132 kwacha in my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 132 kwacha in my hands. If we divide 132 kwacha by 6, we are coming up to somewhere around 22, 23 kwacha. So meaning, as a waiter, if these were my tips and I served 6 customers, my money would be 22 kwacha per customer. Now, if I'm making 22 kwacha per customer in tips, this is what will pay for my transport. This is what will pay for my lunch. By the way, most of these companies you find, they probably provide food, they provide transport. Dear friends, if I'm currently earning 0 per month, I'm not working, I'm not doing anything, and someone offers me 132 kwacha per day, I should take it. And tomorrow in our presentation, in our Monday motivation, we will talk about how to leverage this 132 kwacha. So if I'm making 132 kwacha per day in tips, I'll do 132 multiply, assuming I work 30 days in a month. I'm now making 3,960 in tips. So by accepting 1,000 kwacha, which is greater than my 0, I am potentially going to earn 3,960 in money I would not earn had I stayed at home. So when we say to you, 1,000 kwacha is greater than 0, I'm saying to you, 1,000 kwacha is your gateway to 3,960. These are 2 lemons in my hands. I have 2 lemons. If this is all I have as a father at home, as a mother at home, as a student at home, and I don't have a job. Big man, in tips means what is my group 3? Okay. Thank you. That's a good question. What does it mean? What are tips? Okay, all right. Let's start from where does the word tip come from? The word tip came in the early 18th century when people went to restaurants, and in order for them to get a good service, they were required to pay a tip. A tip means to ensure promptness. Something that you do to someone so that they do it quickly. So I know, like in Zambia, for example, there are very few people who tip. So for me, every time someone washes my car, I give them money. Every time. Every time someone gives me a parking space, I give them money. At the barber shop, when they cut my hair, I give them money. I pay for them washing my car. If my car washes 100 kwacha, I'll give them the 100 kwacha. But I'll also give them a 10 kwacha or a 5 kwacha to say thank you. It's a mwabombeni. I know that cultures differ, but in America, for example, a tip is almost mandatory, and it is considered unethical to get a service without paying a tip. Felix says, I just wish God can send more Muvita Sin hours every part of the country. Let me see. Let's read it from here. Let's see. Can I see where Felix is? To every country of the country to fight poverty together, and society will change for better. God bless you, sir. I can't see the rest of the comment. Let's see. God bless you, sir, and be assured we are listening and caring, endorsing your concepts. Thank you very much. Please share this video and tag those people that said a lot of things yesterday. I don't mind being insulted. I don't. I mean, even if you insult me, it doesn't change who I am. I respect your insults. They are coming from your heart. And I'm still Movita now. I'm simply trying to empower people to transform how they see opportunities. So I hope I clarified on what a tip is, but this is what we need to do to transform Africa's mindset. 132 kwacha per day is 3,960 kwacha. I met a man today, or those of you in Livingstone, Elaine Britel, Dambwa North, Dambwa South, please tag someone and let them come and enjoy our talk today. And anywhere in the world, or in Africa or in Zambia, let us value small money. To be rich, it's not 100 kwacha. To be rich, it's how many 2 kwachas you are making per minute. And I've just shown you that if you are making 2 kwacha times 3, you make it 3 times. If your minimum income per day is 6 kwacha, 6 kwacha per day, you multiply that times 31 days, you are making 186 kwacha. This is your side hustle. Side hustle. I met a man today. I won't say what business he's in because I need to protect his identity. I met him at his business premises here in Livingstone. This man works, has a salary, has a family, and he employs 6 people in his side hustle business. So he started a business, and this is what we're talking about tomorrow. Jerry says, I think it's healthy for people to question concepts which they don't agree without questioning. We wouldn't be discussing this today. There's no problem, Jerry. And I welcome being questioned, including being insulted. I don't have a problem being insulted. I don't. You are welcome to question a concept that I share. You are very welcome. And I appreciate doing that. I am not scared of questions. It's important to question. I'm not so sure if it is important to insult people, but I welcome both. Okay? There's no problem with that. So, let's go back to this gentleman. This gentleman started a business, Mr. Jerry Griffins, with one lemon. His lemon, his one lemon was making him 6 kwacha per month, his one lemon. Then he employed another person and taught them how to make 6 kwacha per day. He moves now to 12 kwacha. And this is what we are talking about tomorrow in our motivation. He has now employed a third person to make for him 6 kwacha per day. He has employed a fourth person to make for him 6 kwacha per day. He has employed a fifth person, and now he's at 6 employees. He started a simple business with 2 kwacha. He's now at 6 employees. And he showed me today his books of accounts. From his 6 lemons, from his 6 employees, this man is now making 3 times his salary. 3 times his salary. Why? Because this gentleman, there goes one employee, believes in the power of 2 kwacha. So he makes his 2 kwacha, his employee makes his 2 kwacha, another employee makes his 2 kwacha, another employee makes his 2 kwacha, another employee makes his 2 kwacha. So using his system, he's now going to leverage himself. He's now going to duplicate himself. Why do you think Airtel has branches to leverage itself? Why do you think Absa has branches to leverage themselves? AutoWorld, Walmart, Zamtel, you name them. So Zamtel is now making money in Mongo, Kasama. Ethiopian Airways is making money in Zambia, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Rwanda. American Airlines is in Chicago, Illinois, Atlanta, Dallas, Texas, and all these are adding up to their 2 kwachas. Clifford said, I'm one of those who didn't understand your post yesterday. Thank you for explaining to people like us. You are very welcome. You are very welcome. We are here. We are one family. None of us is better than anyone. We are just saying there are 2 kwachas to be made. Don't give up a job that pays you little, because that job will open you up to 2 kwachas. So I want to say to you, if you have not joined our Monday motivation, go to our page after this broadcast and subscribe. We have a WhatsApp group and we have a Telegram group. And I want to leave you with these 2 anecdotal stories. Several years ago, I was a banker for one of the biggest banks in Zambia. I had a good job. I had good properties. I had good cars. But I wanted more. I quit my job as a banker. I went to the United States of America to make 2 kwacha per month. People laughed at me and said, how can a banker go to America and be a security guard? I made 2 kwacha per month, but I was working for one of the richest people in the world. One of the richest people in the world. I didn't go to America to make money. I had money in Zambia. I didn't go to America to meet rich people. I met rich people in Zambia. But I went to America to study how they become so rich so quickly. By working for that rich man in America, I met great people who taught me great things, who opened my mind to 2 kwachas. For example, I worked for a man called Sam Walton the founder of Walmart, a man who believes that if you build it, he's dead now, from Arkansas, Bentonville. I lived and worked in Arkansas, Bentonville. Sam Walton said, if you build it, they will come. So your job and my job is to find what will make you a 2 kwacha. Don't go for 100 kwachas. That's a waste of capital. Start that small business that makes you 2 kwacha. Look, if I don't have 2 kwacha, in my hands, how much money do I have? I have nothing. Glenda Jackson says, good day, my brother from California, USA. We love you. Love you too, Miss Jackson. If I don't have 2 kwacha in my hands, it's nothing. But if I have 2 kwacha and I have 6 2 kwachas coming from 6 streams of income, I am now a powerful person. Trust me, if you are making 132 kwacha from 1 stream of income, come in. Okay. From 1 stream of income, we are almost done. This 132 kwacha, in 2 days, 132, in 3 days, you have made 408 kwacha. In 3 days, 408 kwacha. 3 days. What can you do with 408 kwacha, people of God? Amos says, talk about how to make business systems one day. You can, so that they can run without the owner. Very good, Amos. Very good. I will do that. In fact, that's one of the things we'll talk about on 7th October. You need to come and spend the whole day with me. I'll show you how I am running some of my businesses without even being there. There's a business that I own, one of my biggest businesses. In the past 6 years, I've been to that business about 8 times. 8 times. In 6 years. So Amos, will talk about that on the 7th October at one of my new businesses that we are opening up in January. That is our university. But we are going to host you there for the whole day. We'll talk to you about how to create systems in your business so that now the 2 kwachas keep coming, whether you are sick, you are in bed, you are on holiday, you are on vacation. There's a comment here. It's hard to change people's mindset. Oh, that comment has gone. So, I want to leave you and love you by reminding you that a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I said I'm going to give you 2 anecdotal stories. The first story I've told you about how I moved to America. Now let me tell you the other story about the power of exposing yourself to the window of opportunity of 132 kwacha per day. By the way, let me shock some of you. Because some of you are saying, Mubita, what is 132 kwacha per day? Let me shock some of you. If you are currently making a salary of 1,500 per month, divide by 26 days, because let's deduct weekends. 26 days. If you are making a salary of 1,500 per month, it means your daily rate is 57 kwacha per month. You are making 57 kwacha per month. If you are making 3,000 kwacha per month, divide by 26. Divide by 26. I beg your pardon. 3,000 divide by 26. Your daily rate is 115 kwacha per month. The creative says, how important is a piggy bank in savings? Very important. Very important, because you can then put your 2 kwacha in a piggy bank, in a place where you don't easily, you need to find a system that works for you. I can't tell you how to do it. I can't tell you to do it like I do it, because I'm different from you. These lemons, if you leave them anyhow, they'll wither, they'll shrivel, they'll They'll shrink. So you need to find how are you going to store the money that you are making on a daily basis. Some of you may make lemonade. Some of you may freeze them. Some of you may dry them. Some of you may make them into a fruit cocktail. I don't know how you're going to do it. Felix says, will the broadcast be live? Yes, on Zoom. And that Zoom access is 250 kwacha. If you're going to be with us the whole day, it's 350. You get a certificate. The lessons, ideas will expand. We will show you how to be absent from your business and still make money and still control it. I rarely go to my businesses. There are times I meet my cars on the street and I even forget that's my car. There are some employees of mine, I haven't seen them in 4 months, but they work for me. They get paid because we have created systems that are building them. How did we create those systems? We started with 2 kwacha per day. We started with 1 lemon per day. Then we took it to another lemon, and another lemon, and another lemon. So now, if I'm running an Airtel money booth, I'm baking samosas every day, I have a job, let me tell you what your number 1 goal should be. It must be, let me tell you, don't dream of driving a Bentley. Don't dream of driving a Lexus or a Maybach or a Hummer 1 or Hummer 2. Let me tell you what your number 1 dream should be. Your number 1 dream should be to make enough 2 kwachas that your salary becomes small. And when that time comes, don't quit your job. Don't quit your job. That's the mistake many of you make. The moment you make a little bit of money, you quit your job. No. Even the richest person still goes for work. Even the richest person still goes for work. And that's why we are teaching what we are teaching. And we are saying to you, a 1,000 kwacha per month is better than 0. I've got to go. Siamutwa says, I need you to talk about business succession systems in case the business owner dies. We'll talk about this on the 7th of October. It's only 350 kwacha. I'll tell you a final story as I'm closing now. About 12, 15 years ago, I met a man in Lusaka. He followed me from Luansha. He was about to start a water treatment plant. Oh, we even had some more money here. Look at that. We left out a 50. So we had 100, a 50. And this is what happens when your businesses succeed. You actually start to make more money than you can handle. You have 100, you have a 50, you have 10s, you have 5 kwachas, you have 2 kwachas, you've got coins. We've got money everywhere. Why? Because we are making money from everywhere. I was telling you a story of a man who came from Luansha to see me. He was about to start a water treatment plant. He paid me 250 kwacha. I met him at Pamozi Hotel. I remember very well. And he was about to fly somewhere to a wrong place to do wrong things. I spent 2 hours with him. And 4-5 months later, his water plant was fully established in Luansha. He paid 250 kwacha consultation. He got wisdom. So you need to be able to pay for good services and good knowledge. People come to me all the time. Rita, I've got 300,000. I don't know what to do with it. I tell them, it's 300 kwacha to consult me. They're like, I'll get back to you. I'm like, what's the sense? If you need to see a gynecologist, you need to see a gynecologist. If you need to see a dentist, you need to see a dentist. And trust me, the information we share is simple, it's practical, and it will bless your life and it will transform your mindset. If individuals are transformed, our communities are transformed, our homes are transformed, and our continent is transformed, our nations are transformed. Please share this broadcast, tag your friend, and let them know they are special. Let them know that a 2 kwacha is greater than 100 kwacha. How? 100 kwacha once a month is not money. But 2 kwacha 3 times a day, consistently every day, is 186 kwacha. Lewi says, what about those who are employed? How do you make 2 kwacha per day? I'll talk about that on the 7th of October. I want you to attend. Yes. Muvita, you just want us to attend. Yes, I want you to attend. Come and meet me. Come and know me. Come and hear my story. Come and share with you. There are certain, that's why I rarely talk about what I do online, because some people get offended. Some people take it personal. I was very insulted yesterday, but I'm not offended. If you tell me Muvita chimutu chako, you're just confirming that I have a head. It's not offensive. It's not offensive at all. It's not. If you tell me, if you insult me, if you name a body part on my body, you are just confirming that you know biology, you understand anatomy, and you are also confirming that you have or you may have that body part as well. It's not an offense. If you tell me I'm a failure, I don't have a problem with that. I don't. So may God bless you. Please subscribe to our broadcast. Tomorrow's broadcast will be powerful. I promise you that. There are 2 audios coming tomorrow, and we'll go into detail about how to save that 10,000 because you're making that 1,000. For those that may not join us tomorrow, where will the 10,000 come from? From your 2 kwacha per day. The 1,000 is a gate opener. It allows you access to meet great people, to network with great people, to people who will open up opportunities. That 1,000 will give you opportunity for overtime, opportunity for networking, opportunity for this. But if you stay at home, 0 is still a 0. This is your friend and brother Muvita Nawa. Thank you for joining us here in Livingstone, a beautiful place. Check out my room. It's so beautiful. Look at my room. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah. God bless you, everybody. Siwale says, what time tomorrow? I will put the link just now in the comment section. Please subscribe. Every Monday and every Friday, there is a broadcast we send. We've got 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 people. And I want you to join that group. I'll post the link just now. Please subscribe. You can do WhatsApp or you can do Telegram. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Share this, tag someone, and including those who insulted yesterday, tell them, come and insult again. But I know that sometimes it's just misunderstandings, and God will guide us all. I'm your friend and brother, your servant, Muvita Christopher Nawa. I'm out. Bye-bye. Good night.